the Central Brooklyn Independent Democrats. I have had the privilege now of serving for the last nearly 4 years as City Controller, in large part because of the support that you gave me to become City Controller. And it was a victory that I'll never forget, and I have always held the values of CBID near and dear to my heart as I have served the responsibilities of my office. And I guess, look, I don't think anybody can question my record as controller. In our audits or contract review, we've saved billions of dollars. We've used the financial markets to create jobs by refinancing at low interest rates. We've earned investment returns to the tune of about 45% in the 3 years and 5 months that I've been in office, so our pension funds are good. So there's no question about my record. I don't think there's much question about my vision for the future in terms of what we need to do to rein in this out-of-control wealth gap, the changes that I want to put through in terms of fiscal policy and our tax policy, both at the corporate and the individual level, the way we need to fix our schools so that we restore the learning environment in each and every one of our schools, as opposed to running them like business divisions, reporting up to some central corporate headquarters. I also have an affordable housing plan that I think we must have, that has to do with inclusionary zoning and how we retain the wealth of the city for the construction of affordable housing, as opposed to what we've seen this past decade, where zoning and 40% of the city was rezoned, but it primarily went straight into the pockets of private developers and the landowners themselves. So I've got a lot of visions for how we change the city, improving police-community relations. I think that this out-of-control stop and frisk has really divided the community from the police, made it much more difficult for the police to do their jobs, and therefore making it less safe for everybody. And quite honestly, I'm shocked that I'm the only candidate for mayor who says that we need to get rid of stop and frisk, and instead replace it with things that actually work, like focused deterrence, where you focus police resources on the criminal elements as opposed to spreading the police resources far and wide, thinking everybody's bad, stopping and frisking them, only to find that almost no one that you stop could even be issued a summons or a ticket. Anyway, I don't think there's any issue or question about that. The main question has to do with the fundraising and this investigation or scandal that's been engulfing my campaign for a long time now. When this thing first broke in October of 2011, I came here, I think he gave me an opportunity in December of 2011 to address what some of the issues were. Obviously, I now know a lot more information than I did back then. And this is an investigation into my fundraising that's not been the last year and a half. It's been going on for 4 years. And people ask me, well, what started this? Honestly, I have no idea why they're looking into my fundraising. I'm proud of the fact that we fundraise with stricter limits than anybody else in this city. I'm the only candidate that does not accept contributions from people who do business with the city. I'm the only controller in history, or at least in modern day history, that doesn't accept contributions from people on Wall Street because of the potential pay to play. And yet, for some reason, I've been the target of this long drawn out, exhaustive investigation that has culminated in a trial that has found my treasurer guilty of 3 or 4 charges. Let me say something about this. You know, this whole thing was supposed to be about some massive straw donor scheme. A massive straw donor scheme as first reported in the Times, and then the implications and innuendos in these federal charges that we were getting. You know, we're trying to evade limits.